Our next intern to present is Parker Owens.
Okay. Hi, I'm Parker Owens, and today I'm going to be talking to you about business management and more specifically top executives. So first I'm going to talk about Kickapoo University and the opportunities that it has presented me. To start with, I had an internship class, and it was amazing because it made me step outside my comfort zone and go into a situation that I normally wouldn't do on my own. And it was an amazing thing that Ms. Prater led me to do. Oh, sorry. Okay, and then also tied in with that, I had a Capstone class, and with that, I had to decide what I wanted to do and research different different careers, and ones that I thought I would want to do and the ones that I really do want to go into. So let's start off with my internship. With my internship, I went to Gig Salad, and it was an amazing experience. So you may be asking, what is Gig Salad and what are they about? So Gig Salad is a company where they take event planners and musicians or performers, and they put them together. So say I go online to gigsalad.com, and I'm a wedding planner, and I look up violinists. And so I look them up, and I see, wow, there's a violinist, 2 miles away that lives in Springfield that's a professional. And that's their goal, to bring these people together on an easy source. So while I was there, I got to work with their marketing department, and that was amazing, and it was really fun, but I'm not necessarily the most creative person. I wouldn't say. It was a new experience for me, so they put me on their social media, and I got to see what worked, what didn't work with people, and like what followers liked, and when to tag people and when to not. I worked with Shireen, and she lived in North Carolina, and I also worked with Shauna, and she was in their downtown office. They were both wonderful and led me to see what I really liked in the business, and I love business, every part of it. Though I didn't really like marketing, one day they came into to my desk and basically said, here's a bunch of business cards, and they're like, we need you to enter these into Excel. And I was like, oh, okay. And I got really excited because I'm kind of a nerd that way. I like to enter things into Excel and work with that and like type it in and just sit on my desk like, woohoo! And I'm just entering stuff. And I got really excited about that, and I love doing that, which is kind of sad, but I really did enjoy feeling that accomplishment of being done. And it was just an amazing experience to have and work with these people that were so casual but professional at the same time. It was really amazing. So as I kind of said in the beginning, I want to be a top executive or aspire to be one. I'm not naive, and I'm not going to go into a business thinking that I'm going to be number one right when I start. That's not going to happen, and if you think that, you're wrong. It's not going to happen. So there's so many types, and this is exciting to think about, that all of these executives, they do different things. So there's like chief financial officers, chief sustainability officers, CEOs, which you probably all know about, which is the chief executive officer. But I chose a path of a COO, which is a chief operating officer. And this one excited me the most because what they do is they look over all the executives. And if you know me, I kind of like to micromanage every little thing, even if it's not my life, I like to do it anyway. And I love the idea of being able to make things work and make sure that everything's flowing well. The job description with being an executive is they appoint people, they negotiate with people, you just work with people all the time and make something happen. And I love that idea. I love being able to make something happen and see it work. I love being under pressure, even if it may not seem like it, I do. So the job description kind of fit with my personality, and I really liked that. And also with executives, there are executives in every company, whether it be Cheez-Its or Ritz, and I must be thinking about crackers all the time because there's just all these executives everywhere. So I have all this job description and different types, so you probably all know that executives make a decent amount of money. If you're a chief executive officer, you're going to make $168,000 on average. So if you were the CEO of, say, Walmart, you're probably going to make a little bit more than that, and it's a little different depending on the company, which is also exciting because there's just so many companies to go into. I would probably be in the top executives things, or when I aspire to be someday soon. So, and you can also get stock and different bonuses for doing good in your job, and that's awesome to think about because you have those opportunities. So you see that you get to make a bunch of money, and so how do I get there? Well, nowadays you can't just go into the workforce and think, well, I'm going to make a lot of money and everything like that and work my way up. It's not that easy anymore. You have to be competitive, and you basically have to have a degree now. So I want to go to college, definitely a 4-year college, probably be in there for 5 years, to work up to my MBA and get a degree in business administration or something related to business. I haven't decided yet, but I do know that I want to be in something with business. So after I get out of college, I told you I'm not naive, and I do know that I'm not going to be an executive right when I get out of college. No. So I would start at an entry-level position and gain experience, go to committees, like work my way up, learn the ticks of the company, and finally, hopefully, get to an executive position. And this is really exciting to think that I could someday be an executive and make a difference. And with this, I need to mention that I would most likely want to work for a nonprofit community or organization, because my motto has been, if you're not helping somebody else, then what's the point? It makes a lot of sense in my mind, and I really would love to work with a nonprofit. So the work environment, okay, CEOs don't make that much money without a con. So the cons of this job are you're going to work a lot. You're going to have to work on weekends. You're going to have high stress, and your job is in jeopardy at all times. So if you mess up really bad, you're out. You're not going to keep your job. And that's where like the little intern like me comes in. It's like, hey, hire me, you know, you messed up. So, but there's also the pros of the job, and you get to travel, which excites me, and being able to do things like that. And you have a large support staff that's all there for you. Plus, you make quite a bit of money, so that's also nice. And I love being under pressure, and it kind of fits with my personality and always having something to do, because if I'm just sitting there, I'm not going to be productive. If I have a deadline, I will do it. So, future plans. I am going to college. I have not decided where yet. I've been accepted to all these colleges. I just don't know where. I'm just going to see what these different colleges have to offer me scholarship-wise and everything like that, because my family not necessarily is in the best situation, but being able to go to college without that stress is exciting. The only college that I haven't been accepted to is College of the Ozarks, but I do have an interview in 15 days, which is really nerve-wracking, and as you can see, I'm not very good at this, but it just excites me to think that I could they work for their education, and that's exciting. So anything that will relieve that stress. So after college, I want to join the Peace Corps, no matter what, unless something really bad happened. I plan on doing that and using my business degree as a service learning kind of thing, where I go to a country and I would get to work with other people and build their community so they can be self-reliant and they can do their own thing. And I love that idea, and I love helping people, if you haven't caught on to that. And after that, I want to go into a nonprofit and work my way up, and a business, obviously, hopefully nonprofit. Thank you for listening to me ramble on. Thanks.